I don't hate that. That's kind of wild.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing this evening? We are live from the Apocalypse, and we are a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that raises money for charities and various other nonprofits through our programming. I normally there's a whole spiel. All right, yes, okay. So if you like what you are seeing, and we sincerely hope that you are not just hate watching us. Even if you are, donate anyway. That'll show us. We have hidden the subscribe button because rather than paying us in assorted various fake monies, corporate scripts, Jeffy bucks, of which Amazon is going to take 50%. We'd prefer you take 100% of those cash money, American freedom dollars, and donate them directly to the causes we are raising money for, which right now is Medical Aid for Palestinians, who are doing a lot of very good, very necessary work in the Gaza Strip. Also, if you click on donate, that will make the McElroy brothers yell directly into my ears, and it will interrupt whatever very important, very heartfelt, very dramatic scene that we are having at the moment, especially if I'm the one that is doing the monologue. And okay, I was about to say we'd hate that. I know I'd hate that. But we also do have a couple of donation incentives on this stream. We are playing Star Trek Gallant. We're playing a Star Trek Adventures campaign. This is the final session, actually. This is the finale. So those donation incentives include donating $5. You will see it converted to Great British Monarchy Tyranny pounds. Because Medical Aid for Palestinians is a UK-based charity. But don't worry, your money is still going through. $5 will add a momentum to the pool. That is points that the crew can spend to help themselves out in a tough situation. They like that. I like it less. You can, however, also donate to give me, Storyteller, best friend, buddy, give me threat, which is like momentum for me and my guys. I like that. How much momentum and threat do we have right now? Give me a second. What we got? Okay. I just want to point out right now, the crew at present has 4 momentum. And I am currently sitting at 0 threat. I am just saying.
To suck.
Who seems like the more charitable cause right now at this exact moment? Also, you can donate $5 to name a red shirt in a scene. We have an evolving cast of red-shirted ensigns on the USS Gallant, and as of yet, I haven't killed any of them. I faked out one of them, but he was fine. This is the last session. Good. You could get it underneath the door, underneath the murder door. You could shove a red shirt in front of a train and give them a name as you do so. But yeah, I guess on that note, we should probably introduce ourselves. So going left to right here, why don't we start with Cass?
Okay, hold on. I'm hitting a button. Don't worry
What kind
about
of
it.
button?
A button for us to get more momentum.
Woohoo!
Oh, but my card is like, you haven't used this card to pay for anything online. Let us send you a code. So let me just vamp for a
just
second
fucking
while it then yells at you.
baby.
That's 2 more momentum.
Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude.
Somebody from the audience is rules lawyering in Brendan's favor and pointing out that we've apparently not been doing.
I'm going to pretend that all this time I've been lying and just trying to shake people down for money, and not that I just didn't read the rules.
Well, there's that. There's also, I make you burn double threat every time you want to start something, so it all evens out.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi everybody. My name is Cass, aka Almighty. I am playing Lieutenant Commander Vimes Tassam, our Romulan security chief aboard the USS Gallant, who led the action to commandeer the ship for the next 12 hours. Thank you, sir. That's it.
And Julia.
Hi there, I'm Julia. Tonight I'm going to be playing first officer slash acting captain question mark Nyko Bard. It depends on what our actual captain is feeling like doing. We're just gonna be discussing our options, conducting a coup. It's fine. It's fine. This is the inevitable political end to trying to negotiate with people.
And Rouge.
Yes, hello. I am Rouge. I play Lieutenant Commander Serene, first science officer, not medical officer, even though you guys keep making me do medical stuff.
Well, considering.
And I am Serene is a joined trill, so lots of fun occasional backstory from her various other posts over the years. And yeah, that's about it. She's real excited about this future life of rogue medicine, rogue science that she's gonna get to be part of by being fugitives from Starfleet.
I mean, I guess you are technically speaking down a chief medical officer right now, but so I guess we'll have to see how that pans out.
You're either gonna have to do it,
the
or
AI.
The AI will be fine. We didn't kill it. Remember,
Yeah,
I gave
just
the options.
Grip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm assuming if that's all momentum, I'm clocking you guys are at 9 momentum right now.
Yeah, you are. We're gonna take some big swings this session, I think.
We
so
are, I mean, it's the finale. Let us have our fun.
I'll consider it.
Thank you.
And before we move on, we are also joined in this ultimate finale session by our lovely, lovely guest, JT.
Hello. They couldn't get rid of me. They couldn't shake me.
We would
I'm
never.
JT. I am Commander Castrum of Starfleet Intelligence. Not actually a member of the USS Gallant, though I did give the order to disembark and leave by any means necessary.
Plus, we got your buddy.
They do got my buddy.
We got your collateral buddy.
What's a little collateral between friends?
And I guess that just leaves me. Hi, everybody. I'm Brendan. I'm the storyteller. I sometimes know the rules of this game that we're on our 12th session of. Mostly we just use the skill roll rules, and basically everything else is kind of made up as we go along. Also, doing it this way lets me shake people down for money. Also, I play literally every single other sentient being in the galaxy, and boy howdy is it exhausting. So, I guess with that in mind, my wife will text me a bunch in rapid succession. Let me hang on. Let's make sure this is not something. Okay, cool. No, it's just memes. Okay, cool. Because the thing where like someone like texts you like a bunch of times in rapid succession, you're like, oh wait, is this something I need to be aware of? Okay, no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just spouse memes. Okay, awesome. We're gonna pick up with Commander Castrum. You are letting out a breath that I think you maybe weren't even fully aware that you were holding. Definitely looking forward to a sonic shower and a nap. It has been a grueling period during this inquiry in front of the admirals. and you are finally at last done. Two of the admirals are filing out of the room. You've been assured that you are no longer needed as far as testimony goes. You've been thanked for your service and your contributions. However, you are not alone in the room just yet, as the remaining admiral, Admiral Harry Kim, is approaching you from behind the table. I know we've already thanked you formally, Commander, but I would like to extend my personal thanks for your help in this matter.
Of course, Admiral. I'm just doing what I believe is right.
And it is for that reason that I am particularly sorry that I must tell you that we may have one more job for you.
One more job?
Yes.
What job is that?
Once you've had time to collect yourself, we have the USS Fontana in dock here at Starbase 1.
Yeah, Justin,
had
fucking
fun.
grip it and rip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Is that threat or momentum, Zeb? You gotta tell us.
Is it for us or for Brendan?
Or a red shirt.
Or a red shirt?
Or a red shirt. What was that, Brendan?
Oh, it's just this thing that I can do.
Oh God.
What was the name of that ship you said? The Fontana?
The Fontana.
Yeah.
For my notes.
It's for the players, officially.
All right, brings you up to a cool 10 momentum.
Yeah.
Thank you.
USS Fontana is going to be disembarking within a few hours to head to the border of Romulan space. If you are willing, I would like for you to be on it to help facilitate a negotiation.
Apologies, Admiral. Isn't it usually ship captains who facilitate negotiations?
You are correct, but in this case, I and others feel that you may be the person best suited to the job.
I don't suppose you're willing to tell me why.
We would like for you to help bring the crew of the Gallant in.
I see.
To be clear, this is not a sting. This is a negotiation. The Admiralty is extending an olive branch to the Gallant and its crew. We would like for them to come in from the cold. There hasn't been a mutiny in Starfleet in over 30 years. The Admiralty takes this very seriously. That said, the Admiralty, given your testimony, is generally in agreement that the orders given to usurp command of the Gallant by Commander Shannara and the rogue members of Starfleet intelligence were illegal. Given that, it is likely that while some charges may be brought, it is unlikely that the crew of the Gallant will be facing anything so severe as a court-martial or a mutiny charge.
I should hope not.
To be clear, this is not entirely altruistic. We're obviously very concerned about Section 31's infiltration of Starfleet, the intelligence service, and potentially even elements of the Admiralty. At the moment, besides your own testimony, the best potential witnesses that we have are Commanders Shannara and Lieutenant Commander Cronin, who are presently in custody aboard the Gallant. So as a prelude to negotiations, we would like for you to facilitate a prisoner exchange.
Brannigan for Shannara.
Precisely. If we can flip Shannara and Cronin, we have a real chance of being able to shut down 31's operations.
I think I can make that trade, Admiral.
That's good. Now for the part that you're probably not going to like. And with that, we are going to pivot over to the far end of this chunk of the galaxy, over the border between the Alpha and the Beta Quadrant, in the area that once upon a time was known as the Neutral Zone.
Mhm.
And in the Anzuris system, near one of the outlying moons, there is, tucked in amongst a number of derelict hulks, awaiting breakdown and salvage, a ship of surprising, say, condition, as compared to most of the ships around it. Indeed, it appears to still be fully operational, and that would be because it is the USS Gallant.
How'd that get there?
Crazy.
Oopsies.
Starfleet, you dropped something.
We just go back to the planet that was like, we're not gonna, we don't want to join Starfleet. And we're like, that's totally cool and fine and fair. We loved chatting with you. And then we come back and we're like, hey guys.
So
wanna
we're
help us
not going to
be
be part
war
of
criminal?
Starfleet either. We have so
Oh.
much in common.
So,
Listen, we had a good rapport. We didn't agree on
Yeah.
everything, but we had a good rapport.
I mean, given
Correct.
the specific circumstances that have brought you to Anzuris, the government has been, and given the solid that you did do them the last time you were here,
Yeah.
they have been willing to basically grant you not really official asylum, but they've been willing to set you up with hey, here's a good spot to hang out, and man, crazy, almost nobody would think to look there. Boy, man, sure would be a shame if
Starfleet,
somebody
is
were
that
to,
you calling?
if somebody were to hide out there. That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that'd be so embarrassing.
Just ignoring Starfleet's calls.
Yeah. No, man, no, we haven't seen him.
Like, that's so weird.
Why do you think they'd be here?
So weird.
So now the downside of this is that you are still kind of basically hiding out. Because there's the question of kind of what your next move is. You were able to get your crew and the augments among your crew who were being targeted by Section 31, and you were able to stop Section 31 from doing a coup on the ship about it.
Mhm.
Get yourselves away from the situation. But there was kind of that open follow-up of what now? What now, though? So, at least in the past, say, like, few weeks, how have things been aboard the ship? What have you guys been getting up to?
I think
Did you say weeks?
Weeks, yeah.
I gotta say, before we figure out what we've been up to, what has the captain's stance been on things?
The captain's not on board.
No, he is.
No,
He
captain.
is?
Yeah, he was on board. He was in one of the holodecks. He never left the ship.
Oh.
He just went down to a different holodeck and was just hanging out.
He was playing
That's
baseball from the
right.
Gallant with my guy, who was also playing baseball from a different holodeck.
That's right.
He never
And
actually
that's all
left
they
the
were
ship.
doing. They were just two old buddies playing catch, not talking about nothing, not passing any kind of information back.
It's
and
none of my
forth.
business.
You
Right.
can't say the
Yeah.
phrase "two old buddies playing catch." Okay,
Two old
Listen,
buddies
what
playing
happened
catch,
between
not doing
happened-
any sort of secret back channeling
They were
behind
just
Section 31's
colleagues,
back.
They were just colleagues.
Two old baseball buddies.
Yeah,
Ball
so-
buddies, got it.
So it definitely impacts, at least for Nico, what they've been up to. If the captain has is taken back command.
So that's kind of an interesting question. Captain Selleck has mostly been kind of taking a step back. He's not basically, he has neither formally stepped forward and said, like, I am reasserting command, but nor has he, like, totally fucked off. It seems like he's mostly kind of just hanging out in the background, basically being like, do you need me? If you ask him to do something, he seems perfectly happy to do it. But otherwise, he's kind of been letting you run the show, Nico.
So this is kind of like when you're a student teacher, and this is the point in the time when the teacher is just like, I'm just going to hang out over here now.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. It's like if you ask him to do something or to help with something, he does so without question. He's happy to do it, but you took charge of the situation, and he's generally been content to let you do things as you see fit under the circumstances.
This is our road test.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Well, then I think in that case, definitely had to have a conversation with the crew about what just happened here. So, I think that definitely happened. Nico did like a general, like, abbreviated version, like, announcement to the crew. Hey, this is what happened. And then definitely was like, if anyone would like to come forward and be excused from this action, please come forward and we will find a way to get you off of this ship.
Yeah.
And has then
Or at least confine people to, quote, the holodeck, so that, like, they can be doing whatever the fuck they want, but, like, they're not involved.
Yeah, basically separating the people who are going to be down to continue to clown versus the people who are like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm just here to fly a ship. Could I just leave, please? I would like to not participate. Could I go?
It reminds me of that scene in Emperor's New Groove at the end where the guard is like, I've been turned into a cow. May I be excused?
I guess you may go. Pretty much. So that's kind of been what Nico's been up to, is beyond doing like the day-to-day, like, hey, this is what's going on, and still maintaining like reports about what we've been doing for the event of if everything turns out okay. But other than that, Nico's been like taking meetings with the crew to be like, do you understand the situation? Do you have feelings about it? Do you want to look at the stuff that Shannara... Do you want to look at your file? Since Shannara has done additional scans, would you like to look at your file? If they would like to look at their file, then I send them down to the med bay where I guess Nico has indeed had to have asked Sosa if they would step in as the medical officer for the time being.
Can't fucking get out of it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to turn the EMH back on.
It's true. That traitorous bastard.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nico,
Yes.
go ahead and give me a presence command.
Okay.
Pro good.
Presence, commands 8, 9, 10, 12.
You could have a little momentum as a treat if you want.
I could have momentum as a treat. I
do have
also
10.
could say I invoke my value of well, actually not even one of my values, my negotiation focus.
In this case, I'm going to say no. This is
Okay.
less of a negotiation.
Okay. I will be taking one of those momentum though.
Go for it.
Okay. That is a that's a 2, an 8, and a 16, so 2 successes.
Yeah.
Try to just keep everyone chill.
So, it's a pretty good success. Would you like to spend one more minute to fish for a third?
Do it.
Real gamblers stay winning, Julia. Spend the momentum.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a 10, so that's still under, so that's still a success.
Okay. So, with that, you have actually found that nobody wants to leave. There are some people who had a lot of misgivings, like in the moment, but once you have explained the situation, they are willing to follow you. And you ask, if anybody would like to be dropped off, on the way, do not want to be a part of this, that is perfectly fine. All of them opt to stay. All of them are ride or die, apparently.
Hell yeah.
I love them. I love them all.
So that's what Nico has been doing for the moment. Why don't you guys, we'll check in with Sosa. How has being the acting chief medical officer been treating you?
I mean, it's fine, I guess, in a pinch. I am more trained in field medicine than like running a fucking med base, but like obviously I technically know how to do it. And I guess like if we're having to deal with the fallout of Shannara having illegally collected information about everybody who is genetically modified, it's like, hey, don't worry about it. I actually already knew through my my black market channels. So, this doesn't change my opinion of you at all. So you're fine, man. So, no stress.
It's so fine. I
It's
didn't
so
find out.
fine.
I didn't find out because Shannara spied on you. I found out because I spied on you.
But I didn't tattle to Starfleet, so you can trust me.
Yeah. And you have not reactivated the EMH, I'm assuming.
Absolutely not. He is a traitorous bastard, and he will die for all I care.
That is completely fair.
Archived to never be booted up again.
That is fair indeed. It has sort of reinforced the fact that Shannara is kind of your one bargaining chip here, because even though the EMH does record a lot of information, the fact that the EMH has been reprogrammed and tampered with to, do stuff like commit assault on an officer, essentially invalidates the warranty and means that any information that it has collected is potentially also tampered with, and therefore likely inadmissible. You rip the tag off.
I was just looking for an excuse, really.
So,
I've always hated it, even before I knew its programming was fucked with.
totally fair. And so, how, for the most part, are you approaching the question of the augments on board? Like, are you telling them that you know? Like, how are you approaching this?
I feel like we would have discussed that, since that's more of a larger decision than just a medical or science-based one. That's a moral implication, I think, of a lot of these people may not know, and is it right for us to have this information and them not? But at the same time, what if they don't want to know because they didn't know before that this was a thing, and now we've if they are being honest with Starfleet later, we'll have to it's this opens up a lot of ethical questions about what to do with this information.
I think that probably ties into when we were explaining why we committed the coup. We mentioned, she's been running these tests. I think we would tell them that some of these tests, because they all know about Brannigan, that Starfleet was making an example of them. Everyone on board knows that Brannigan is a augment. I think we would just kind of make it clear that that's in without saying names, we'll be this was out there. If you would like to do something about it, you can come to us about it, but we're not gonna go knocking on anyone's quarter door.
I guess one question would be, should we just delete it?
Can
we just delete it?
But there's no way it's the only copy. There's no way.
That would be my assumption, is that this is just a working copy, not the...
Yeah.
There's no way it's the only copy, but it's also our evidence that she was doing something underhanded and unethical by doing these additional screenings.
Yeah, this is the evidence that essentially proves that the evidence that was collected against Brannigan, as well as potentially any of the other augments that Section 31 would be holding over their head, was illegally obtained and therefore inadmissible.
Yeah.
So. Now, this does also mean that regardless of a legal standpoint, Section 31 does have this information.
And now the Admiralty potentially does as well.
If they don't have the list, they at least know that the list exists.
Which means they can either get a copy or recreate it themselves by testing everyone.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't been a policy from Starfleet to test everybody. Otherwise, they would already know. So there has to be a reason why they don't. And they may not opt to go looking for that information again if it was to disappear.
Correct. Yeah.
There are a lot of unknown unknowns.
Yeah.
For now, I think we have to hold on to it. That might change, but for now, we got to keep it.
We hold on to it and make it clear that it's only the three of us who have access.
Other than that, I guess just trying to keep morale up.
Yeah.
With some
Well,
holodeck baseball.
Holodeck baseball. While we wait.
Well, actually, the sport of choice on the Gallant is volleyball. So
It
I
is
guess it's
volleyball.
That's
This
true.
is
It is volleyball.
too much to the captain's disappointment. The Gallant is a volleyball ship.
Are all the boys back on the ship, or do we split them up, like to babysit Brannigan?
Some of the volley boys were camped out. Out on
Okay,
the bar
I
on
thought
Starbase
so.
1 when you guys
We
bailed.
did lose a couple, but that means Brannigan's not alone.
Yeah.
And it does mean Brannigan is not alone. Yeah.
We did have to leave some behind, and they're probably at the bar. They're at the bar, and then people are like, "Hey, your house is gone."
Yeah.
Your house is gone.
Hey guys.
Oh, that's so good.
Well, I guess that brings us to Vimes. What has
Mhm.
Vimes been up to?
Vimes locked Shannara on one of the holodecks and is just uploading increasingly more ridiculous scenarios for her to live through.
Damn, all right. I was thinking you were gonna put her in the brig. I didn't think you were gonna go like fucking like full
Miles
fucking
O'Brien level punishment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, then you were gonna go hard time. They didn't think we were like pulling a fucking Noriega here.
I think if we zoom in currently, like in the present of us camped off in Zurich, she's living through a marathon of Teletubbies. Because
Like,
to
as in
Vimes,
watching
that is the
it, or
most
she is literally like
living it.
virtual reality living in the Teletubbies world.
I don't know. Oh, I don't
Option
know.
B. Option B, and Tubby Custard is everywhere. Because I think in Vimes' mind, that is the most horrifying things humans have ever created.
Oh, I don't know how. Oh, I don't know if I. Barnes, I don't know if I can let you do this. This feels like
Barnes over here just like, so we might be pirates, but that is still kind of a war crime.
I'm going to be so honest. I think Vimes has been going out of her way to make sure Bard doesn't know this is happening.
I think I caught you playing loud classical music at them once, and I was like, "You can't be doing that." And you're
no.
like,
And you said I couldn't do that, so I switched tactics.
"Oh."
I think at some point you do this. You do start the program, but I do think Vimes. You do see Captain Selleck step out from around a corner and kind of give you like a disappointed look, like
You're not my dad. I think Vimes literally does look at him and go, "You are not currently my commanding officer, nor have you ever been my father, Selleck."
Ship Dad's not mad. He's just disappointed. He thought you were
I'm just
better
bad.
than this, Vimes.
He knows I'm not. But yeah, I think I'll look at him and go, "An hour a day."
he walks away.
It's all basically like children's programming, and in that super over-the-top way, it's all like designed to be like, you should think about your actions and how they hurt others.
Mhm.
Like,
It's a lot of Mr. Rogers and like what's her face in the big red couch and like Bear in the big blue house. Like,
We're gonna just teach you how to be a better person.
uh-huh.
But also, it's like, what are you doing? Where's the other one?
In the brig.
Okay.
So
I deemed
Cronin's
them unimportant.
Cronin is just in the brig.
Yeah.
Have you given Burr any assignments?
Burr has a room. Burr has a room.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I kind of just keep an eye on him.
Yeah. I think Vimes is also keeping an eye on him. Like,
Burr seems surprisingly chill, you know. He's kind of just like, you know, all right, well, if you have any orders for me, you know, happy to do it. Otherwise, you know, I'm just,
Well,
you know,
there's not really much for me to order you to do right now. We're just
technically what you are doing to Commander Shannara, that is that is technically a war crime. But
Are
hey,
we at
I'm
war?
not sure. I'm not sure. UK, I'm sorry.
I don't
It's
think
just
that matters,
so-
Vine.
okay,
It
I
matters.
apologize.
It
I
matters.
misspoke.
What
It's a-
I am
it's
going to be
just-
legally
It's just a regular
liable
crime.
for is
then.
important.
Vimes, you stress me out so much. I want you to know that. I love you, but you really stress me out.
This woman has stressed me out for months,
Okay, but you didn't know it was her who was stressing you out.
and now I do. There must be punishment. This is nothing on Romulus.
I know. You don't have to bring your childhood into it. I know. That doesn't make it
Oh,
right
I did
either.
have to
Burr
go-
kind of dips his head out of the room and says, just because the Tal Shiar were bad parents doesn't mean you have to be.
How did you know my parents were Tal Shiar?
Burr kind of looks at you.
I think that
So I know I'm not Section 31. I'm not with them, but like I am.
It
I am
was a
with-
joke,
I
Burr.
am. I'm with. Okay. I'm okay. That's
It's totally fair that you didn't get it. We can barely tell when Vimes is joking either, and we've had a lot of practice.
no. I know that is fair. And I will say also, in fairness to you, I am genuinely bad at my job. Which you wouldn't actually think. Like being as I'm also genetically augmented. You would think genuinely that would have some benefits. But no.
Where did your augmentation go?
A fantastic question. I couldn't tell you.
You don't know what the original augmentation was for?
Oh no, the augmentations were supposed to increase my mental acuity, increase my physical reaction time, all of that stuff, all the stuff to be a competitive candidate in the great meritocracy of the Federation. But no, it turns out it just I've got all the markers, but it didn't take. I'm actually just kind of, honestly, I'm just thrilled to be included.
Do you enjoy being in intelligence?
It's fine.
Okay, but
I would like to keep him when we're done.
okay. Well, you know what?
I don't know if I would maybe like a choice.
If
in
we are
that.
not drummed out of Starfleet, I would like to bring you under my command. I think you would be a good asset.
I will mold you into a better intelligence officer.
You can keep the room you're in if you want.
Mhm.
And we'll even let you join our book club.
No.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm sure
You can
Brannigan
work
will
your way
make room.
up to the book club.
Yeah, but either way, I'm sure Brannigan will make room for you on the volleyball team.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, speaking of, do you have any do you ever run through any of the flight simulations? You've got time. We can get someone to teach you. You want to learn how to fly the ship? Come on, Burr, let's teach you how to fly the ship.
It's like he's somebody's kid that got left on the ship and we're trying to entertain them until
That's
their
my
parent comes back.
employee.
Yeah, it's Castrom's child. It's literally Castrom's
He's not a
kid.
child. He's a grown adult employee.
He's a
of
lieutenant
Starfleet.
commander.
Listen, do you know why everyone on the Gallant is so down to clown? Because we love each other and we're a family here.
Meanwhile, and Burr's like, well, if I am asked to testify about my time on the mutineer ship, I can answer with total honesty that this is the lamest mutiny I've ever been a part of.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyway,
If he says that out loud, I think
no, he
Vines,
does. He says that to your face.
Vines
Listen.
takes personal affront to that and goes, "Do you want to watch the Teletubbies?"
Listen, maybe now that the whole mutiny is over, but you gotta admit, us doing that with no planning has to count for something as far as excitement goes.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, well now I am assigning you flight duty. You have your lessons start at 0600.
Yeah.
You're gonna if you're gonna leave here, you're gonna leave here at least with a skill.
How did this this person reached the rank of commander before me. Oh wait, never mind. I'm Romulan.
Oh,
I'm a lieutenant commander. We're the same rank. I went like I can't. I mean, like I have flown a ship. Like I went to jump school.
yeah, but have
like-
you ever flown like a ship like this?
Like an intrepid class. No, I don't drive jalopies.
Well, you're gonna learn, and you're gonna leave here with a skill if you leave here at all.
Once you're done with flight,
Aye, Captain. And he walks off.
once you're done with flight duty, you will be meeting me in the holodeck for fight training.
Can't wait.
I like him.
Yeah, we're gonna keep him.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe we'll keep you too, Castrum. You ever think about that? I cannot hear you. You're muted.
Yep. JT is pulling a me where I just yell at the camera while muted and knowing the
In the void of space.
Oh, he's the baby.
It's the baby.
Oh, baby crime times.
But yeah,
This is what happens when you bother me while I'm streaming.
You
no,
get
you're
picked up
on.
and cuddled against your will.
But yeah,
'Cause he
I do
does
think
this thing where he puts his paws on my thigh and like looks up
Mhm.
at me.
Yeah.
And if I'm sometimes when I'm sitting at the computer, he will in fact get up in my lap. But
Yeah.
if he doesn't get up in my lap of his own accord, he tends to just eventually sink his claws into my
Mhm.
thigh. So I don't typically let him stay with his like cute little like paws on the thigh looking up at me thing anymore. So
Yeah. Chuck did that to me earlier, and I had to be like, "Get off me!"
yeah, you gotta make a choice, bud. You know, up in the lap or go away. Like those are your options. Sorry.
it's a rough life. Yeah, I guess arguably it is kind of a boring mutiny when you look at it in the context of we are not currently running around, knocking over other Starfleet ships just for the fun of it.
Can we as a little treat?
We'll see what happens when we get the call from
Yay.
Castrum. Although this has been the longest 12 hours of my life, and by 12 hours, I mean a couple of weeks.
And Nico,
Mm-hmm.
you have noticed that Selleck is also doing his part to kind of help try to keep morale up. Given the fact that you're technically mutineers at this point, he's kind of been setting an example by maybe getting a little bit lax with the dress code, which I mean he has been wearing all of his Hawaiian shirts that people keep getting him for his birthday.
Amazing.
And you go to ask him a question. You find him in his ready room, just sort of staring out the window into space in his uniform pants and Hawaiian shirt. And you realize for a moment that he has not actually heard you come in.
Captain? Or, sorry. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. Please, number one, come in.
Just out of curiosity, you haven't heard anything from Starfleet, have you?
Not since my last communication with Captain Tabak, no. Suppose we will find out one way or another when the shoe drops. It's supposed to be out there, isn't it? The frontier. The supposed to be out there is, to borrow the human phrase, the terra incognita. The unknown. Where we're finding new life, new civilizations. It's in front of us, where it's supposed to be. Behind us is supposed to be terra firma, known, accounted for, safe. I've been thinking a lot about, I hate to even phrase it as the augment question. It abstracts it so. It dehumanizes them. I've been thinking a lot about our augmented comrades. It's not something that we have the same cultural context for on Vulcan. But I know we have long tried to respect the challenging place that it holds in Earth history. Or at least that's what I always thought. Why the rest of the Federation, Starfleet, why we all go along with it out of deference to Earth's place as a founding member, as a trailblazing part of our society, as a pace setter. We look to each other for guidance in many things, and Earth has always insisted that once permitted, augmentation leads to disaster. I think that anxiety maybe runs deeper in the other species of the Federation than I had previously given it credit for. And I think that this is why that challenge of exploration, of confronting the unknown, is meant to be out here. It's not supposed to be back home. I think that when we are confronted with new life and new civilization in our own backyard, that it shocks us, makes us I wish that I had their answers for you, number one. I regret that you have had to undertake your first command cruise of the Gallant under these circumstances. Nevertheless, I feel that you have committed yourself admirably.
It seems the longer I think about the question, the more stupid the question itself is. I've known these people, trusted them, cared for them for years, and they've cared for and taken care of us back. Augmentation, It's not anybody's business, to the first. And second, it's like I said, during the negotiations with Inzurus, or we lost Inzurus as an option for the Starfleet, for the Federation. Starfleet is only possible because technology advanced, science advanced, everything went forward. The fact that there's this limitation just because it's on an organic body, I know there are concerns. There are experiences people have had with inorganic and organic meetings.
Have you spoken with them?
The arguments on the crew?
Yes.
I imagine I might have spoken to them, but not about that. I'm not putting anyone on the spot to discuss their status or their feelings. If they want to discuss them with me, I've made it very clear that they can. That I'm not going to let them lose their livelihoods, their jobs, their lives. These are their lives that people are talking about. They went through all the processes and all the same steps that I did to get where they are. They went through all the training, all the classes, all the time. These people almost died on this ship just as many times as we did, and they deserve to be here.
I concur. And whatever happens, I do not intend to permit any member of my crew to spend one additional moment in confinement. I regret even that I allowed this farce with Commander Brannigan to proceed as long as it has. Nevertheless, I believe that anonymity may not be a luxury that they will enjoy much longer. Whether or not we return to Starfleet, Section 31 has this information. And if their attempt to use it as leverage has failed, then I ascertain that it is likely that they will instead use it for retribution. While this evidence was obtained illegally, it is not admissible. There is no way for them to face meaningful, direct discipline as a result. Section 31 can, and I believe likely will, find a way to make this information public, to expose them. And while they may not face official censure, their lives may yet become very difficult.
Not on this ship.
Not on this ship.
And if there's any on other ships whose names have been compromised, well then, there's plenty of room on this ship. Hell, I'll take them all. I'll take them all. I'll run the best ship in this goddamn fleet. And the others can try to catch up.
That will be all number one. And thank you.
Good night, Captain. gonna go to book club. Even gonna go find the others and be like, hey guys, real quick. So what if this ship just becomes like mostly augments? Like, what if we just open door policy if, you know, Starfleet's going to be an asshole about it? And people are going to be like, I don't want to work on a ship with augments. What if we just take all of them?
Vimes just hands a data pad over with plans to do just that.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck beds.
I started putting this together when they arrested Brannigan.
Good. Good.
I was prepared for a prison break.
And speaking of prisons,
Oh, no.
we are going to pivot over to the USS Fontana. That is presently en route to the edge of Romulan space, where it is suspected that the Gallant is hiding out. At least you have not been told that anyone on the Fontana knows the actual location of the Gallant, just that they know where they're suspected to be hanging out, and the plan is basically to advertise the Fontana's presence and intention to conduct this prisoner exchange once they arrive. At which point, you and Brannigan will get into a runabout to actually meet them and conduct the exchange. So in the meantime, you are killing time on the Fontana. What have you been getting up to?
Castrum has been reviewing their new mission log, all of their explicit orders to define for themselves the bounds within which they are to operate. The last one was sort of at your discretion and at your conclusion, which has led to this moment. And so, given that this mission is from an admiral specifically, they are trying to figure out what level of discretion they are being permitted.
It seems like you're being permitted a pretty broad discretion. I mean, at least in this case, it's a fairly straightforward thing. Like get the deal done. Basically, exchange Brannigan for Shannara. Bring Shannara back. Make sure Shannara remains in custody. And ideally, having made that exchange, convince the Gallant to come in.
Yeah, I think Castrum is pretty quiet on the Fontana. I think they're keeping as out of the way as possible. They assume the Fontana has their mission, which is just to facilitate this.
Yeah.
And they are not want to just advertise the details any further.
So you do know that Commander Brannigan is on this ship. Eventually, once you reach your destination, you will both hop into a runabout together. Currently, he is not being held in the ship's brig. He is still currently being confined to quarters. He is still technically a prisoner. It is been intimated to you that it is likely the charges against him are going to be thrown out, but for the moment, he is a bargaining chip.
I think Castrum would, if they can find a quiet moment where nobody's really watching them, slip into Brannigan's quarters.
Are you going to knock, or are you just going to zip in? That's important.
I think there's like there's a knock before entering without a response.
And yeah, no, I think you walk in, look around. You know, it's obviously not Brannigan's normal quarters, so it doesn't have a lot of personal touches. Uh, but you do, yeah, hear sound from the sonic shower, and I think before you can consider whether or not this is a bad time, yeah, Brannigan walks out in a towel and just like, whoa, hey, hang on.
Lieutenant Commander.
Yeah, hey, sorry, Commander. Uh, apologies, just give me a moment. Do you actually, sorry, let me change into uniform. Just do you mind? Do you mind turning around? I didn't bring my uniform in here with me. I have to step out step
Oh,
out there to get my
by all
get my,
means.
my uniform. Yeah, I feel like you just like make yourself at home, wherever it is you feel like turning away. Uh,
I think they'll just turn around and
just turn around, face the
look down
corner.
at their
Yeah,
data
yeah.
pad.
Yep. Okay. You hear him say, and yeah, you hear him sort of scuffle behind you, back into the closet, uh, and quite quickly, actually, comes out in a very crisp, very sharply pressed, lieutenant commander's uniform.
Lieutenant Commander Brannigan, your comrades aboard the Gallant, they are very loyal to you. Do you know this?
All right, cool. We're just gonna get right into it. I was gonna offer you like a drink, some tea, some Ractigino, something. Um,
We have
do we-
limited time.
okay. Well, I'm gonna get something. Do you want anything?
Coffee.
And yeah, he goes over, gets a Ractigino for himself, black coffee for you, and he basically gulps down most of the Ractigino in one shot. Oh, okay, that's better. Sorry. Yeah, they're good people.
I'm not here to make moral judgments or assessments of what kind of people they are. I believe they have your best interests at heart, and I believe you have a right to know what we're doing here. Prisoner or not. I'm going to trade you for Dr. Shannara.
Shannara was the leak, then, I'm assuming?
Shannara is the only imminent security threat to Starfleet aboard the Gallant, yes.
I get the feeling there's more going on here than I was led to believe.
I suppose your crewmates are going to tell you anyway once you're aboard, but Shannara and one of my underlings are both Section 31. They were going to make an example of you and broadcast it to all other augments in Starfleet in an attempt to subjugate them.
Use me as an example of what'll happen to them if they
Their secret
don't
is found.
fall
Yes.
into line. And then they all get recruited into Section 31. They have blackmail, and Section 31 is flush with genetically augmented officers who are highly skilled. Well, that's, honestly, I'm kind of surprised they didn't try something like it sooner. Seems like a golden opportunity.
Based on Shannara's computer logs, I would say that they've been preparing this for some time.
How much do you know about Earth history, Commander?
I took the same class as you did.
How much do you know about the eugenics wars?
I would say that I have a moderately comprehensive understanding. But if you feel you need to provide some detailed context to your point, then by all means.
Just making sure you understood the background. I obviously have studied it a lot. I think there's probably not many augments who haven't. Part of the reason why Earth banned augmentation was because they were afraid that augments would once again try to control them, would try to take away their choice, their agency, would enslave them. They would be impossible to be held accountable. Yet, in making augmentation, in making being an augment criminal, they open the door for Section 31 to use augments to do exactly that. Their fear of an augment in a jackboot has almost created an organization of augments and jackboots.
I find it uncharacteristic of Starfleet to have been this afraid of anything, but the irony, of course, was not lost on me in discerning the plan.
It's not that surprising to me, frankly. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't know that I can entirely blame them. If you look around at all of this, everything that we've built in the Federation in the 24th century, in the 25th century, even, all of this is predicated on a wish, a hope that human nature can change, that we are better than our history. I think that the fear of augments is ultimately fear that we're not.
I understand. When my home was liberated, there was a lot of fear around for our oppressors, for the people who razed my home to the ground. The things that I have seen in Starfleet, the Federation has brought advancements on were all things that humanity feared at one point or another. The fear of change is strong in humans, but it is not insurmountable. Things have to be hard before they get better. Once I am done with this mission, I intend to have the policy repealed. By hell or high water if I have to.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear it. I wish you the best of luck in changing centuries of hearts and minds. But if I'm being honest, Commander, you spoke of the loyalty my comrades to me. The fact that they're sending you to conduct this negotiation means that they must trust you enough to do it. And if they trust you, I trust you too. Whatever you need from me.
I suppose that does bring us to the head of the conversation. You need to convince them to come back.
I'll try.
That is all I can realistically ask of you.
And I'm going to swing back over to our friends on the Gallant. And I think we're going to pick up with Vines. We are at the end of Shannara's mandatory hour of I don't know, I guess let's call it psychological
Re-education.
Okay, well, okay, if that's just the word you're just gonna use with your mouth, okay.
Sociopathic.
I was
Sociopathic.
I was gonna use the term enrichment as an ominous euphemism.
I
But
was going to say
if we're just gonna come right out and say that we're doing the Tal Shiar war crimes.
Okay, fine. It's not re-education. It is mandatory. What is the word I'm looking for? Mandatory. God. What I'm trying to think of the corpo speak word for this. There's actually a corpo speak word for this of like it's a sensitivity training. There it is.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know if we
Am
should
I
be equating
wrong?
sensitivity training to re-education
We
in
gotta-
the context that is occurring here.
We got
Literally watching children's show about empathy.
we're just like we're all here's the thing. Vimes really thinks they're doing something good here, and we're all just kind of like,
look, Selleck was like, okay, I negotiated them down to an hour. All right, okay. Look, I'm just gonna
that's what we can get from them.
I'm
As long-
literally just softening the Shannara up before we give them back to the Starfleet.
So it's the end of this period,
Mm.
and you are entering the holodeck.
Oh, I don't go in. I only ever communicate from the outside.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Solitary confinement is in fact a
Again, you do gotta talk to her.
I'm speaking to her through the communication system. We have long chats for 13 hours a day.
Well, it is the end of the enrichment period, and you end the program, and you hear Shannara say through the comm link, "Ah, are we done already? I was actually starting to get into this one."
I'm glad. The next episode will be tomorrow.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
Did you watch a lot of these in the refugee camp?
No, as a child.
My mistake. Wasn't very much of a difference in mine.
Oh. Were you also groomed to be a part of an intelligence agency you had no choice to join?
I mean, I guess I never really thought of it that way, but I suppose yes.
Hmm. My parents were Tal Shiar, my grandparents, both sets, etc., as far back as anyone can remember. How about you?
I was a child on Beta Z when the Dominion invaded. We were almost defenseless.
Hmm.
I think my parents' generation, they thought that it couldn't happen. That we were past all of that. And I think it broke them. I grew up in beautiful rubble.
Same. We're not so different, you and I. And yet you chose to betray.
That was supposed to be my line.
And here we are. You chose to betray your new family. Because I do believe you were accepted amongst this crew as part of the family. And you chose what? Not idealism or any sort of patriotism towards Starfleet. What motivated you?
I suppose it depends on how you define patriotism.
Oh, I see. Radical embedment. That's not the word. Radical infiltration of your own organization to prevent what? Outlying organizations from, I don't know, subjugating an entire group of people for no damned good reason. And here you are, making a list of people who trusted you. But their parents raised them to think that would never happen either.
They're not going to let me live.
That is not my problem.
I'm afraid it is.
And why is that?
I'm here.
Not for long, I assume.
No, not for long, I assume.
I've estimated, based on my own calculations, that we've evaded them for long enough. And as soon as whoever they send aboard a Starfleet vessel will also be carrying your assassins, it's what I would do. So, 12 hours? Less. Give me a good reason to stop them. Because I'm not feeling very charitable towards you.
Oh, Commander, I think we're past knives in the dark.
Oh, no, I think they're going to try and blow the ship up. I'm willing to do their job for them to save the crew. Give me a reason to fight on your behalf.
Beyond self-preservation?
Yes. I am waiting, Doctor.
What do you want?
No, what do you want?
If I'm being honest, I don't know anymore. I used to think that what I wanted most of all was to see my mother smile again. Really smile. Without the pain that I could feel, without the knowledge that it was concealing black grief that I would never be able to lift from her shoulders.
Such responsibility for a child.
I'm sure you can relate.
Oh, I never felt obligated to relieve my parents of anything but their lives. They chose to die on Romulus, so.
If you say so, Commander. I'm happy that you've managed to find a new family here on the Gallant.
As am I.
Section 31 was that for me.
Unfortunate for you.
Yes, unfortunate for me. I'm deciding if I want to live, Commander.
Decide faster. I'm going to ping, like, tap my communicator and ping Captain Bard.
Hello?
Captain, I have reason to suspect that Section 31 will either be arriving with whomever Starfleet sends, or they are already waiting for us to come out of hiding. What are the odds that the little side project I know you've thought about off and on over the years about cloaking technology is far enough underway that you can hide the ship?
I mean,
And if I gave you a timeline of 5 hours, could you make it happen?
I can make something happen. That's for sure. I
You
would.
might
We would probably have to move people off of some levels in order to get enough power. If I only have 5 hours, we're probably going to have to shut down some systems on probably the like mid-tier decks, which means you'd need to move Shannara.
if we were to warp deeper and closer to Romulus to buy time. It is a minefield of debris. You're so muted, Brendan.
I sure am. But you know what's not muted? Your data pad.
Oh, there it is.
It gets a little flashing message while you are weighing these options. And you see that you have received a wave from a wing of Klingon Defense Force ships. It is not addressed to you specifically, but it is part of a standard intelligence sharing memo that the KDF.
Yeah, Justin,
had
fucking
fun.
grip it and rip it, baby.
Thank
Slop
you,
that down,
Dad.
dude. Yeah, dude. Crack one for the
Thank
big
you.
boy.
We don't. Well, I guess we can thank for the donation, but we don't know if they are meaning to
Yeah,
help
you
or
gotta
hurt
tell
us
us
yet.
if that's threat or if that's momentum or if you are giving us a red shirt to murder mercilessly.
Why do you crave blood like this? Why do you crave violence?
I'm fine.
Yes, this is not addressed to you specifically, but it is part of a standard intelligence sharing that goes on between the KDF and Starfleet. You would think that they would have gotten a memo from Starfleet to remove the Gallant from
Remove my access.
remove the Gallant from the mailing list, but they haven't,
So-
seemingly. And the possible reason why becomes obvious as you see that the memo has been sent from Kolis, son of Gol.
Oh,
And
the
he
boyfriend.
is describing basically sensor sweeps that their wing has been conducting of the sector, as well as evidence that they have gathered of a potential cloaked ship in the area.
Time to go, Captain.
Yes, according to Kolis, you are not alone.
Bum, bum, bum.
And that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break for this session.
Warp, red alert, warp. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
All right, we are going to be right back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
We will take good care of Ensign Hope. We promise. Send us back to space. Send us
And
back
Space.
to the frontier.
Space.
space.
This game takes place on Earth. What are you talking about?
Oh, I have bad news for you, buddy.
No, no.
And we are back. I hope everyone had a pleasant break. Yeah,
Why
know,
did you
I
say
know.
it in that tone?
I know I did.
Did you? Did you have a good break?
Did you? Are you sure?
You all right? You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to pick up on the Gallant. And as you are figuring this out, you're processing this intelligence you have gotten from Kolis, figuring out what your next play is, and you are hailed by the DC. I gave the game away. I slipped up and I gave the game away. The
You
USS
sure
Fun. I
did.
sure did. I
You son of a bitch.
I tripped over my own reference and gave the game away. The USS Fontana. I should say you're not directly hailed, but you are receiving an all frequencies hail from the USS Fontana, indicating that they are in the sector and they are prepared to make a prisoner exchange of Brannigan, who is with them, for Shannara, to be negotiated by Commander Castrum.
Captain.
They are asking for coordinates to which they can send a runabout.
Captain, we have to leave. If we send anything to the Fontana, we become sitting ducks. We have to leave.
In this instance, is Nico captain, or are we assuming?
Oh yeah.
Nico.
Right now I am acting
Okay.
captain. The thing is, as we know from the trap I happily let us into,
Yes.
I am a trusting being. However, I'm not. Nico's not entirely foolish. We're not going to answer their hail right away. I will go take my own little runabout off to meet them somewhere else and hail them from the little runabout for a discussion prior to any handoffs. Because I'm not gonna just expose where the ship is. Right off the bat. So leaving the captain in charge of his own ship. I'll take Burr. I'll take Burr with me.
Cap-
Hey,
Might I
Burr, you want to
suggest
go on a field trip?
Come
him
on,
be
buddy.
Bait.
Sounds cool.
Come on.
Yeah,
Get in the runabout. Get in the runabout. Let's go for a walk.
Okay, I'm starting
Captain
to
might
feel. I'm
have-
starting to feel condescended.
I'm starting to. Captain, might I suggest that we keep Selleck out of this as much as possible?
Well, that's why Selleck is staying with the Gallant, and if anything were to happen, then
That's
I trust the
my point.
captains.
That's my point exactly. Perhaps you leave someone else in charge. This is our coup, and he has the thinnest veil of plausible deniability at the moment.
All right. Then you have the con.
I did not
you're-
mean me. I
That's
intended for
too
you to
bad.
pick
You're
those
next in
head.
line. Oh.
That would... We don't have Brannigan with us. That does, in fact, make it you. So, I will be taking Burr. And I will take Banks.
Yeah, that will work.
And I will I will meet their runabout in some neutral ground, and we will discuss before I tell anybody where anybody is.
Permission to split the crew so that if necessary, I can disengage the saucer section and make a run for it.
Can the Intrepid class do that?
Vimes, you have the con.
Please don't regret this later and hold it over me in book club. Sosa can hold it over me, not you.
We'll see. All right. I'm gonna go chat with Castrum. Me, Burr, and Banks.
Me, Burn Banks. It sounds like a band name.
I know, right?
Bard, Burr,
Burr,
Banks.
It's,
It is the 3 Bs.
Live Friday night. Come on
Right.
down to see Burr Bar Biggs.
come on.
Yeah, twaggy as shit.
It's very twangy. Like there's a banjo in there.
Right. So, Bard, Burr, and Binks. Oh no! Speaking of Binks, there's a buddy.
That's a potato.
A tremendous buddy.
Look at it.
Look at him.
Okay. You're so fine.
Baby chose violence.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
He
what
is.
he
He
wants
is
to
the best.
do.
Buddy.
He's so sweet though.
He's a big sweetie.
So, the 3 Bs hop in their tour bus, their tour shuttle, and proceed out to the coordinates provided. And Castrum, indeed, you get the alert from the captain of the Fontana that they have received rendezvous coordinates from the Gallant. And you and Brannigan or to a runabout to go meet them.
Then you get there and it's just us.
And yeah, you arrive and you find each other there in space.
Captain Bard.
Commander Castrum.
Did Castrum intentionally call them captain?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Castrum has a list of mission recommendations for the personnel of this ship after this is all done. I take it you've sent a pre-rendezvous sort of situation based on the fact that you do not have Shannara with you?
Yes, that is correct. We have some concerns about Shannara and our own safety.
Of course, I would too.
Who'd you come with?
Brannigan.
Hi, Brannigan. But no, I meant whose ship?
Hi, Bard.
Oh, yes, I have been, for the sake of the mission, assigned to the USS Fontana.
Hmm. What do I know about the Fontana? What do I need to roll to find out what I do know about?
What an interesting question.
It's Fontana? I've been thinking it was Montana all this
No,
time.
no, it's
I
Fontana
literally
with
thought
an
I heard
F.
Montana at the beginning too, and I was like, wait a second.
It's a Montana class.
Montana
Okay.
class Fontana.
Yes. It's never confusing for anyone.
Fonana. Fontana.
Warp core explodes, everyone
Fucking-
dies.
It's gonna be fucking stuck in my head for days now, Julie.
Go ahead
No.
and give me Bard an insight command.
And so that's a 15 I gotta roll under. That is a 7 and a 15 exactly, so that's 2 successes.
Woohoo!
The Fontana is a pretty much exclusively science-based vessel. Like, it technically has phasers, but it's not. It's even less of a ship of the line than the Intrepid is. It's mostly for surveys. In fact, it doesn't even carry torpedoes. It does have phasers. It does have phasers, and it has probes, but it doesn't actually carry a torpedo bay. It instead has an expanded array of probes where the torpedo bay would be. So in terms of like, if the Gallant were to throw down with the Fontana, the Gallant would definitely have the advantage. Probably this is part of the calculation here. As far as gauging their loyalties, hard to say. You know of the captain by reputation. Pretty straightforward, by the book kind of woman. Their first officer, you do seem to recall serving with your cousin on their last assignment. And based on what your cousin said, they were straight up. Your cousin seemed to indicate that at least the first officer, to their understanding, was a pretty trustworthy person.
Okay.
Then again, you generally trusted Shannara until a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Bard is aware that they are a trusting soul, and they're trying to be just a little bit careful.
That said, like I said, in a fight between the Gallant and the Fontana, the Gallant would definitely have the advantage.
Okay. We just have some general concerns about our safety. And
Of course.
her safety, she has indicated that she doesn't think she'll make it to trial or testify.
Captain, if I may speak freely, she did try to put me down.
She did. She sure did. And I'm not excusing that behavior. I am just indicating that...
Not to say that you are excusing the behavior. I am just attempting to imply that I would not necessarily trust any concerns that she has regarding her personal safety.
So, what's the rest of the deal?
Simple as, you take Brannigan, I take Shannara.
Decent, pretty decent ask. Standard. What is your authorized response if we refuse?
What is my authorized response, Brendan?
I mean, your authorized response is basically, we regret that we could not come to an agreement. There is the implication that if they take the deal, it's more likely that they will receive amnesty. Whereas if they don't, they're going to continue to be mutineers, and if they reject the olive branch, the Admiralty, might not be so forgiving.
Captain Bard, I will be straightforward with you. If you reject this deal, then you will continue to be mutineers, something the Admiralty has made clear is not something we can tolerate in Starfleet. And upon your capture, whomsoever is assigned to do that, not me, you will be charged to the fullest extent of that crime, court-martialing and mutiny included. However, the Admiralty wants Shannara. You have acted under illegal orders and a coup designed by Section 31 of Starfleet. They understand, that being the Admiralty, that this is not your fault.
So it's really just that simple. We do the exchange. We go about our business. You go about your business. We never cross paths on this great wide expanse again.
They choose me for missions like this for my cleanliness.
And there is another bit that is somewhat unspoken that you recall from your conversation with Admiral Kim, the part that you weren't going to like, which is that it has come to his attention that Section 31, presumably, it is not linked to them directly, but information about a large number of genetically augmented officers in Starfleet has made its way into the hands of the Admiralty. It's not evidence that can be used in a court-martial because it has been obtained under dubious circumstances, but they have essentially decided to release their compromat. If they can't use it for leverage, they'll use it for retaliation. And they're already doing it, which means that the augmented officers aboard the Gallant are going to be facing difficulty if they return to Starfleet.
It was also entrusted to me post-hearing that the Admiralty is aware of a list and its contents about certain populations on the Gallant. If you come back to base after this exchange, we can protect you. We can protect your crew members from any difficulties they may face for their identity being made public in retaliation for this coup.
So the thing is, the concern is, which I will let you know, because Vimes told me, and while Vimes has generally been a paranoid creature, they're not always wrong. In fact, a lot of times, they're kind of right. You were sent here with your orders and your mission, and there is concern that there are people on the Fontana who have a secondary set of orders of their own, and that would be to basically make sure none of us can testify or talk, and the Gallant is going to be blown right out of the sky once her position is known. What assurances do you have that that's not the case for me?
What
'Cause I
purpose?
trust you, but do you trust everyone on that ship?
I trust that the ship's capabilities as a science vessel are not fully capable of decimating the Gallant, but to a further point, if Shannara is the security compromise to Section 31 and destroying the Gallant would be an attempt to destroy her, what purpose would they have to destroy the Gallant upon Shannara's arrival at the Fontana?
How about this? How about we just let the Fontana go about its business? You return with me to the Gallant, and you will be given full custody of Shannara on board, and the Gallant will return on its own.
Just to be sure that I have cleared the way of it, your solution to maybe the Gallant being blown up is to add 2 lives to that body count?
If the Fontana doesn't know where we are, and we get ahead of them, we can get back before they can catch up, or whoever's following along behind them. Also, you're a known entity to the Admiralty, and you are kind of a better shield than a bargaining chip, if anything, Castrum. Let's be so for real right now.
I'm not concerned about being a bargaining chip. I would make a great bargaining chip.
You would, but right now I need a shield.
I am not the shield from Section 31 that you seem to think I am, but I understand your concern. I always offered an amount of discretion regarding how this exchange took place, and if you're willing to agree to return to Starbase, then I suppose I can agree to this exchange taking place on the Gallant.
Excellent.
To be clear, the agreement is that you are turning the Gallant in for Shannara to be turned over to the Admiralty.
Yes, we are going to go take her ourselves with you back to the Admiralty so that we can see her handed off ourselves, so that we can be assured that she makes it. There's no justice if she doesn't make it.
No justice indeed. Castrum will pipe up on their comm badge or their pad or whatever they're using to communicate with the Fontana. USS Fontana, you are free to take your leave. I will be taking the Gallant back myself.
You receive a little bit of pushback over the comms, but I'm sure you make it pretty known that this is the only way that this is going down. And you receive the okay from the Fontana that they are going to turn around and start heading back towards Starbase 1. You get the impression they're probably going to slow roll it.
That's fine. We're circling the planet and then we're heading back. We're not. Mm-mm. I can be tactical about this. I pulled this ship into warp speed while we were still in semi-orbit. I don't care. I will run. All right. Once I am confident that that's good, Nyko does not issue coordinates to where the Gallant is on open comms. They just kind of like turn around and slow drive back so you can follow.
Oh,
Brandon,
shoot.
can you
Lost him at the
drive?
intersection. Shoot.
Brannigan,
Left
come
at that
on.
asteroid.
Let Brannigan drive. Let Brannigan drive. He knows how to follow me.
Just guess, Brannigan.
Well, all right. And so, I'm going to say, back on the Gallant. Vimes, you are in the captain chair. And
What do I need to roll?
go ahead and roll. That's going to be ship stats. This is going to be... Yes, this will be a... interesting. I'm going to say a sensors con.
Okay, so... And I'm using the ship stats for this.
Yes, the ship stats.
Can I add my focus of investigation to it?
Sure.
Okay, so that would make it a 19.
Only because it's the last session.
Hell yeah.
That's a 19? I have to get under? Is that what I'm reading right?
I mean, if you're taking 3
It would
stats
be-
and adding
well-
them together, then I mean,
No,
for
it
the
would-
so it's for the ship.
Yeah, no, so it would be sensors plus con, which would be 12.
Oh, con. I thought you said comms. Okay.
Oh, no,
okay.
no. Yeah,
Yeah,
sensors con.
That's why I was
yeah.
like, that's real high, Brendan. Are you sure?
Mm.
Okay, so at 12, I'm going to burn a momentum, guys. I feel it may be
Hell yeah.
necessary.
Have at it.
Don't trust my dice. Okay, and you said I could add my investigation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and that does what? It just means
That
Anything
roll
under-
under the lower one, so under con, which in this case is 2, so like it's not as useful as it would be on some other rolls, but it means that a 2 is also a critical success.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. Well, I've picked up 3 dice, and I'll burn another momentum if I have to. If this goes badly, let's find out. Okay, I have a 6 and a 5 and an 18.
the 2 successes.
Yeah. Do I go ahead and burn another one, guys? Do I?
Real gamblers stay winning.
do it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. One more, Brendan. 1.
Okay, all right. That's what a total of 4 successes then, yeah?
Yes. Thanks, Santa Duck in his little ice palace.
All right, with 4 successes, you are scanning and you note a shuttlecraft from the Gallant and a runabout that is on their way back to the Gallant. And as they are on their approach,
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Yes. As I was going to say, a spike in shenanigan particles. That you are doing just about every type of a cloaked ship you can imagine that you know how to look for the telltale signs of. And you do ultimately detect elevated levels of background radiation that are consistent with a type of somewhat outdated Romulan cloaking device that isn't really used in Romulan ships anymore, but that you do know.
Raiders.
Oh, hello, howdy, Raiders.
Hey, Raiders.
We are in the final session of our Star Trek Adventures game, Star Trek Gallant. We're also raising money for Medical Aid for Palestinians. We do have a couple donation incentives. You can donate $5 to give the crew a momentum. That helps them. They like that. You can also donate $5. Oh, thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah.
You can also donate $5 to give me. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the follow. Thanks, guys.
Yes, we appreciate it.
You can also donate $5 to give me the game master threat. Look,
We don't
you
like
have,
that.
What, you have 6 momentum, I have 0 threat. Which one of us is more in need right now?
Listen.
Sounds
We're
like
the-
a you problem.
Yeah. This is Star Trek. We're having a good time.
But this type of Romulan cloaking device is not really used in Romulan ships anymore, but you do know that it is a model that was reverse engineered by Starfleet for integration into Defiant class starships.
Yep. So as soon as I ping that, send a message to Bard, and I've had the ship on red alert ever since they left.
It's so bad for your
It's bad for your ears.
for your nervous system.
I mean, we turned the sirens off. Like, I put up at red alert, explained the situation, and then said we are going to wait. Stay ready.
You get the II from Ensign Hope on the con.
Yeah. As soon as I clock that radiation, I want to pull some Bard shit.
Okay.
And I want to zoom out and scoop up both, because I assume I see both little shuttles. I want to scoop them both and drop into warp immediately. I don't know how to do that, Brendan.
Okay.
You're gonna call me and I'm gonna walk you through it like it's a flight simulator.
Okay. So, all right. So you're talking about doing a
Brandon, get on the speakerphone.
Yeah, a pretty complex maneuver. Your goal is to basically kind of like, like zip out. You can't raise shields yet because you have to be able to get them into the shuttle bay.
Correct.
And to rush out at impulse, meet them, get them into the shuttle bay. Trying to almost kind of like do like a bootlegger turn to like zip them into the shuttle bay, and then punch it.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to say. Actually, well, first of all, this is Vime's plan. Sosa, the science officer, do you have anything you would like to try and assist?
Oh man, I am
Please
not.
Help me, Jen. Please help me.
I am not a pilot-y.
But you do have science bullshit.
I mean,
You
I've
do
got
have science bullshit.
science, but I don't have anything like.
Yeah, it's not like anything like engineering or anything like that, is it?
No.
Go pour a mystery scientific fluid into the gas tank.
We are going to upset engineering again.
How about I just send good vibes from the med bay?
Okay.
I'll take good vibes.
Prayers.
I have a question. Because we are in the ship, we are in the little ships approaching. Do we count as being technically present in the scene?
Yes. You were in the scene together.
You're on speakerphone.
Yeah, you were all in comms with each other. So this is going to be sort of a combined test here.
Okay. I swear to God, if you roll bad for Brannigan, I'm gonna have words with you.
Oh, that's right. Brannigan's rolling for the con for the other one. Okay, so
I don't drive.
You're like, have you seen me? I'm too dignified for this.
So for the shuttlecraft and the runabout.
Oh wait, I do have a talent I could use maybe.
Yes.
We'll see how liberally you let me apply this. So I have a talent called Did the Reading.
Okay.
When you attempt a task, you may spend 1 momentum immediate to use science on that task instead of the department you would normally use. In addition, you count as having an applicable focus for that task. Each time
focus
after the
would be
first single
helpful.
scene that you use this ability, the momentum cost increases by 1. This is cumulative. But like,
yeah, you know,
I've just been sitting in medbay brushing up on
This is years of having
maneuvers.
this is years of having to listen to me talk.
Yeah.
You know what it
To
is?
haunt you.
I've been sitting in medbay reading Vibe's Batman file on how
That's
they
it.
would take us down. And I'm like, you know what? There's some cool tricks in here. I'm not gonna lie. And somehow that I want to say that's relevant for me assisting in this insanity because it's pure vibes all the way down.
Okay, so
Box of vibes.
in that case,
Uh-huh.
so I want to break this down. All right, for shuttlecrafts, it's plural. We're going to go ahead and roll. It's not going to be pretty. I'm going to say fitness con.
Okay.
This is going to be this is just for the shuttlecraft here. So we're not on the Gallant rolls yet here. So
Okay.
so Brannigan and Bard are gonna roll fitness con.
Okay. I have 2 successes.
Okay. Also 2 successes. That is good.
Okay.
So now here on the Gallant, gonna have you both. Well, so it's gonna have Vimes roll for the ship. You're going to do. I'm gonna say engines con, and
Okay.
Sosa, you can roll engines science.
Okay. I'm gonna use a momentum.
And Sosa, you have an applicable focus.
Am I using my science or the ship's science?
The ship's science.
Boo.
Yeah, but it's still a 15. So, okay. Oh, thank God.
Well, these dice suck.
Did you fail?
Oh, I failed hard.
Okay. So because I technically count as being present on this scene, I can use my talent of backup plans, which would allow 1 free momentum for you to spend, which essentially looks like in this situation is Nico yelling down the comms at Sosa. It's like, don't push it, but no, the other one, the other red one.
Yay! That was better. All right, so that's 1 success from Sosa. But I did still spend down a momentum because that talent of mine used a momentum to use science. So
yeah, it's just there was an extra free one for you,
and then there was the freebie one from Nico. So
I am never going to be able to play D&D or Pathfinder with these dice again. I rolled a 3, 5, and a 6. They're going in a special pouch of the dice bag tonight.
Yeah.
They can't touch the rest.
that gets you to 8 successes total, which is what you needed.
Yay!
Oh,
Go
thank
team!
God. Look at us.
So why don't you
My heart rate is skyrocketing.
Why don't you
book
go ahead?
club is so good, guys. We're the best book club ever.
Why don't you go ahead and collectively describe what this nonsense looks like?
So you said we were floating in what is essentially a ship graveyard, right?
Yes.
Essentially the leftovers of all the ships used to escape Romulus during the supernova.
Yeah.
So Vimes has had the ship tucked, like, kind of leaning cattywampus against another larger, like, freight ship, so that even if somebody did, like, scan over with sensors, it wouldn't immediately, ping. And I think you just see impulse power and it drops down and under and zooms out and literally like just Bay like ready to accept the shuttles just scoops as soon as they're lined up and then immediately drops into warp, and we're going to Romulus. We're going to the wreckage of Romulus.
Okay, all
Catch
right.
up, bitch.
Yeah, and I think what it looks like from the shuttle perspective is Castrom's just hanging out, sitting in the little passenger seat. I'm chatting with Brannigan. We get the alert from Vimes, and I think what happens is we just all of a sudden it's like, all right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go left, you're gonna go right, so we don't crash into each other when we immediately hit gravity when we get inside. But what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to turn your thrusters off now, because if the thrusters go off when we're in the mid scoop, we're going to burn each other up. So power off over there.
Yep.
Good luck. See you on the other side.
And Vimes is just like reading out headings over the comms to both of you, like, stay right on that line, boop, bye.
So
yeah,
it's probably all of a sudden it goes from a very easy ride to all of a sudden a very bumpy, scary ride, and then
yes, definitely stomachs doing flip flops on the shuttle and the runabout as you do loops and suddenly have the gravity of the shuttles overridden by the gravity of the Gallant just in time to go to warp, which, you know, the momentum of that is mostly absorbed by the main deflector. You probably wouldn't have even noticed it, except that you had literally just gone through so many recent gravimetric distortions that, like, you got some seasickness going on as a result. Like, there is no up or down for the moment.
Bard pops out of the ship, out of the shuttle, and like slaps themselves like onto the side of the bay, like as one would do if you're attempting to hug your much larger ship. And is just like, oh, go baby, go! I'm so proud of you. Warp speed for dropping into warp speed twice in 2 big events. Oh, you still got it.
Vimes is just like, Bard, quit praising the ship and get up here and take over, please.
I'm coming. Burr, could you please show Commander Castrom to their quarters? And then I will see you both on the bridge once we've successfully escaped our attackers. Bye. Brannigan, you too. Come on.
And Bird's like,
gotta
"Hi,
write
Commander."
write down every protocol that was just broken when they did that.
You're like, what the fuck?
Protocol,
See, they broke this protocol when they scooped us. They broke this protocol going into warp in proximity of us.
Stick around, kid. You might learn some stuff.
Here's the thing. Here's what's more upsetting: that we did all this stuff, or that we did all this stuff like.
To be clear, Castrom doesn't care. Castrom does not care how you operate your ship. It is just a violation of Starfleet protocol, and it does need to go in the report.
That's fair. That's fair. Similar to the note of I lightly suggested a coup, and then within 10 minutes they'd figured out how to do it. It's like, I'm a little concerned about how they've been prepping out here.
Also in the Batman plans I supplied.
Yep. Like, listen. We've been out here in space for a while. Sometimes we just, like, think about what the most extreme thing we could possibly do, and then we just do it.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there to do? But yeah, I will, Nyko will go take the con back. And bring Brannigan along so Brannigan can be reunited with the crew. Properly.
And you are making a beeline for Romulus, yes? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a Sensors Con.
Who is rolling?
I can do it.
It is for the ship. So whomever you want to be manning the eyeballs.
Oh,
My heart rate is almost at 100 beats per minute. Not me, please.
Jesus. I will come take the con back, and
I think you actually see Vimes slump at the con. Like, I don't like that.
what? You did okay. You did a good job.
I did a fantastic job. It doesn't mean I enjoyed it.
You said Sensors Con?
Yes.
That's a 12 and a 9. So that is 2 successes.
Okay.
Does our improved warp drive help us in any way here?
Okay. Yes.
Because baby is improved.
That is actually good to know. That does actually affect what I was going to say. That there is a ship following you. It had to drop out a cloak to go to warp. You can clock it following you. It does not. You can a warp signature that is consistent with a Defiant class vessel. It does not have any registration as far as you can tell. It seems like its transponder codes have been scrubbed, basically.
Yep.
However, because of the Gallant's improved warp drive, it is merely keeping pace with you as opposed to gaining on you, as Defiants are also fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy, but the Gallant is a special girl.
We don't like fuck boys over here. Anyway. Ooh.
So
Alright.
they are hot on your tail. They are keeping pace. Not gaining on you, but as long as you are able to maintain this current level of warp, they are not closing the distance. It's kind of an endurance challenge at this point, which admittedly, an endurance challenge, an Intrepid's probably going to win.
Yeah.
Captain, I have a bad idea.
How bad is bad?
Drop, shoot them with torpedoes, change direction, go home.
I was gonna just slingshot us around
A supernova full of debris.
Yeah. Listen. You guys have never let me get close enough to slingshot us around a sun. You guys have kept me away.
I'm the captain now. My time has come.
At the first sign of a minor inconvenience, I'm gonna slingshot us around the sun. I've said it in the Discord. I've said it.
You've said it since the beginning.
That's the entire basis with which Nico Bard was built, was for the first minor inconvenience. And I would say we've passed minor inconveniences, and I've held back. So
yeah,
we could
I think
we could drop and shoot them. Or we could slingshot ourselves around the supernova that is Romulus, and then go home while they figure out what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, I'll look at Brannigan and be like, "You're a better pilot than I am." Like, you choose.
No, cool. I've got this. I definitely haven't been out of practice for several weeks or anything. Yeah, no.
Oh,
I
please.
definitely...
You play with flight simulators in your free time. I've seen your holologs.
Besides, most of this just has to do with the fact that we got to make sure the ship doesn't shake apart. But she won't do that to us because she's a good girl.
Won't do that to us.
Oh, Castrum, you might want to buckle yourself in.
Heard.
Would you like a 3-point harness, Commander?
Nah, it'll be all right.
Famous last words.
I figured the instant I was invited aboard this ship that I would be a casualty at some point or another. I don't feel the need to make any great scene about it with a harness.
Oh,
I don't know if that is an indictment of our skills or your mental health.
To be fair, the last
I have simply seen this ship, and I understand that it is not in the best shape.
that's fair. You were
Pardon
also attacked on this ship, so I think you might just have some kind of a
trauma.
yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna
Right,
reach
so
over
you're-
to the
so you're-
broadcast and be like, "Attention, crew of the Gallant. We are being pursued by a hostile ship. No known registration. We are going to try to lose them. We are going to try to lose them around the supernova of Romulus. Everyone, all hands on deck and be prepared for any warning of failing systems. We're going home."
Hell yeah.
All right, so your plan is basically to drop out of warp into the gravity well of Romulus's
Yeah.
supernova, use it to basically do the stellar equivalent of a crazy Ivan, and then
Yes.
rabbit out of the gravity well, leaving them in the dust essentially
Yes.
without
And
getting
going-
shot. Yeah, without getting destroyed in the gravity well or getting shot. Cool.
Yes.
How much momentum do we have to use?
You have for a second I thought you were like asking me like a genuine physics problem about this, and I was like, I don't
No.
fucking know.
No.
It's
I'm
like,
a
I
history
will-
major.
It's like, I will let you do this if you do the math. It's
No,
like,
yeah, no. The answer
die.
is five magic point momentum.
Okay. Cool.
Cool, because I have the talent of called testing a theory,
Mm-hmm.
which is when you attempt a task using engineering or science, the first bonus d20 is free. So would engineering come into the factor of making sure the ship does not, as we have said, shake itself apart and be destroyed?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
I have a talent at play if the ship suffers any damage. But we will hold on to that.
Okay. So this is gonna be all right. Intriguing. Okay. So who wants to? Well, let's see. So I guess so. We're gonna have Brannigan do piloting, and we are going to have Nico overseeing the whole thing,
Mhm.
and we are going to have Sosa trying to kind of help keep the ship from flying apart,
Mhm.
and Vimes is on damage mitigation / shooting back at the other ship.
Yeah, I literally have a talent called precaution. So once per scene, if an ally or the ship suffers a breach, I can prevent it by saying
Hell
what I
yeah.
did to prepare for it. So I am literally taking precautions right now.
Cool. Does Castrum want to do anything to assist here? Uh-oh.
Or does
I
it
can
first?
still. Oh no,
no.
we lost
Oh,
JT camera.
Oh
It's
He abandoned us at our mobile feed.
no.
Oh
They
no,
hit-
we lost JT completely. It looks like
They hit
Hold
that
on.
escape pod.
It still says there's 6 people
Tractor
in the
beam
room.
just pulls him out at the last second.
I wonder if Tater stepped on a cord.
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh
Well,
nope, now they're gone out of the room. Hold on.
okay. Well, all right.
They are typing. Tater stepped
Oh
on the tower.
no. Okay. Well, tell you what.
Tater!
We're gonna keep going for the moment.
That's so funny.
Castro could rejoin us in a moment. Tater sabotage.
Tater got too excited.
So first of all, let's go ahead and have.
Tater's working for Section 31.
They're working for Section 31 the whole time.
Tater, how could you?
I believe it.
So Bard, go ahead and roll a daring command.
Okay. Okay. That is a 2, 5, and a 12. And my daring command is 14. So that is successes, 3 successes.
Okay.
Wait, is that 2 under your command?
My command is 4, so yes, it is. The 2 is under my discipline.
Woohoo!
Okay, I don't know if that applies if you. I don't know if you have a focus or anything that would make that a double success then.
I have structural engineering, and I also have extravehicular activity.
I will permit it.
Yeah, there we go. 4 successes.
All right. Now,
Extravehicular activity has come into handy a lot more than I thought it would.
Right. Hey, Brendan, if he sucks, he can use a momentum.
all right, you will need to use 1.
Okay.
Welcome back, Tater.
Hi, Tater.
Oh no, it is worse. Okay.
He's so mean to me.
It's okay. It's okay.
Did you fail?
How many successes did we need?
So currently, Brennigan is at 1 success and a crit fail.
Okay.
So I will say that so my talent of backup plan can also apply to Brannigan, so he can get 1 free momentum.
Roll it again.
As long, yeah.
Okay. Alas, no.
I was gonna say, or there's
Actually, currently at this point he has rolled 4 dice, which he rolled 1 success, 2 normal failures, and 1 crit fail.
Well, he can re-roll the critical failure with advisor because I can also assist another character using command. The assistant character may re-roll.
Re-roll or roll additional dice?
May re-roll 1d20.
Ah, okay.
Advisor advisor is different from backup plan.
Let me re-roll that crit fail then.
Advisor is very specifically take the bad one away.
Okay. And that re-roll removes the crit fail and adds an additional success. Okay.
Oh, good.
I am technically a support character.
Yeah.
Technically by my build. I'm here to support you in your dreams.
Yeah.
And then we have Sosa go ahead and roll I'll go with control science.
And this is me.
Yes, your stuff.
That will be 3 successes because one of those was a 1.
Yes. Oh, we are doing so good, guys. We got this.
We're doing the stupidest stuff Starfleet has ever seen, and we're doing it so well.
Oh,
we're doing it, Peter. We're doing it.
Right before you flickered out of existence. Right before Tater revealed themselves as an agent of Section 31. Castrum, is there anything you would like to try and do to assist?
Castrum will offer to take a look at the engineering of the thing.
You just want to real quick check my math?
Just to see if there's any systems taking any power that we don't need, or if we could maybe juice it a bit.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a daring engineering.
Daring engineering. That's going to be 12. My daring is not so good.
Live the wild and crazy engineering life briefly aboard the Gallant.
Just a bit. So it is.
I will let you do control if it's better.
Control and daring are both the exact same for me.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Just for my own sanity, it's 1d20 at a base, and then we can
2d20 as a base.
2d. Okay. Excellent. I don't have any talents for this. All my talents are about talking to people.
Same.
But that is a 4 and a 2.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay.
Later.
Very
So
cool.
weird.
Very neat.
Listen to that, don't.
Because he's hollow.
Well, yeah, he's orange. No thoughts in that little head.
So, tell me how the first part of this looks.
So, I think the first part looks very much as we approach. So we approach the Romulus, and we kind of like arc, kind of like high, and then like in a curve as we come around, and then we drop down into that. Like as we come down, we're coming down in like a spiral downward curve, so that we carry like our gravity, our momentum down and then up around as we circle to go like in that motion to like bring it around in a circle. And we do it right in their face.
And it is shaky for a moment with Brannigan trying to continuously correct for the highly variable graviton fields of a supernova. Even more insane than just like a regular star. But is able to get it under control with Bard's assistance. And all systems look good. Your trajectory looks good when you are rocked by something that is not turbulence. And you have on the sensors that a Defiant class ship has decloaked and they are firing quantum torpedoes at you. There is one near miss and 2 more impact your shields. They don't damage the ship, but your shield fluctuations as a result of the quantum torpedo impact throws off the way that the Gallant is impacted by the gravity, and your trajectory is no longer on an escape direction. Yes.
Would we call that a breach? Just for the funsies of it all.
I'm going to say no.
God damn it!
Yeah. So, because part of it is because I think you're able to figure out what it is they're trying to do here. Is that they are currently essentially if we think of the star as the ground, they are essentially above you. They are further away. They are trying to avoid getting pulled into the gravity well. And what they are essentially trying to do is actually, rather than just blow you up, is try to drown you in the gravity well, to sabotage your maneuver so that you just get sucked into the supernova and destroyed.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So.
You can try. You need to correct your trajectory and also evade or otherwise deal with this ship that is trying to destroy you.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Fire torpedoes to act as thrusters on one side to correct our position, and the rest of the bank of torpedoes right at them.
Well, they have not identified themselves, and they are not carrying any kind of an insignia of Starfleet, so shoot on them. swing on them well and truly. Yes. But I think the question is, Brennan, is our only option one we can do course correcting or we can fire back, or is that I can course correct and Vimes can fire on them?
I will let you attempt to do both.
Okay.
Then Nico is like, they have not identified themselves, they have not hailed, and they have no identifying markature upon them. Fire at will. And then I am gonna go try to punch in the coordinates so that Brannigan can course correct us.
Cool.
Cool.
So weapons.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a. This is going to be a weapons security, pretty straightforward.
Cool. That's a 9. Can I add my focus of demolitions?
Yes, I will allow you to add the focus of demolitions for this.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So that means I would have to hit a 1 for that to be applicable, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can hope. We'll see.
Interestingly, I will actually allow you to apply your demolition focus to Nico's role, since that's essentially what you're doing, is trying to create an explosion that will cause your trajectory to shift.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna roll just 2 to start and see if I need any momentum. That's a 5 and a 7.
Okay.
I'm never rolling these dice in a regular D20 game again.
So
how many successes did you get?
I got 2.
Okay.
So I have of my focus options, I have structural engineering, I have extravehicular activity, and I have hazard awareness.
So in this case, I would say none of those apply, but I will actually allow you to apply Vimes' demolition focus to your roll.
Okay.
And so I am going to be rolling for course correcting. Is that control con, or is that daring con? What am I rolling here?
This feels pretty daring.
It does feel pretty daring.
It feels pretty daring.
Okay. So my con is 2. My daring is 10, so I gotta get 12. All right.
You have the focus benefit, though.
I do have the focus benefit. Which I don't think I make because I got a 3 and a 4. Both are successes, but neither is under my con, so it's only 2 successes.
Is that what we needed, Brendan? Do we need more?
You're so stressed. You're so stressed.
I am.
So.
Yep.
You fire this spread of torpedoes from both sides. Several of them fly up and they impact on the shields of the Defiant vessel, who is at the same time trying to fire a volley of quantum torpedoes back at you. The impact causes one of their torpedoes to go wild and detonate harmlessly. The other one does hit you, and it's fighting against the force of the torpedo spread that you have used to cause this detonation, this additional solar flare, essentially, to help try to boost you back into an escape trajectory. And you are nearly there, but not quite. In part, here's because you are getting an error message, a klaxon flashing that one of the torpedo tubes is malfunctioning. The stresses of the gravity well on the hull are preventing it from firing. So you were not able to detonate as many torpedoes as you were hoping on that salvo.
Does it feel
Since
like if we get that last one out, we will be good?
It certainly couldn't hurt.
Okay.
Captain, permission to go fix the torpedo tube.
Do you know how to fix a torpedo tube?
I'm
Would
a
you like
demolitions
assistance?
expert. Oh, yes, please. I'm a demolitions expert.
All right, would the two of you please go clear the tube? Clear the tube so that we may go home.
Yes, yes.
All right, so you and Castrum are getting the turbo lift heading down.
Sure.
Okay.
In the meantime, I think I'm going to work on just, if I can, just trying to keep us moving without, like, going further into the gravity well.
I think I will also call Sosa and be like, do you have anything that I can pump into this torpedo to give it a little more boost?
What?
Any little projects that I am not aware of?
Sure.
What kind of weird science have you been doing?
Yeah, like what has Sosa been cooking?
I'm gonna say that I can apply my focus on photonic applications.
For our photonic torpedo?
I mean, the torpedoes are canonically photons, so.
Oops, sorry, kitten. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I put my foot down and then there was a cat.
No!
Oh, no.
So I booped him with my foot.
Oh,
And he
no.
looks like I hate him now.
Zuzu has a habit of like jumping directly into like my shin as I am taking a step forward. Like he kicks himself in the face
Yeah.
with my
Yes.
leg. Like it's.
Yeah,
I'm concerned about him sometimes.
I have one that does that.
Okay, so what am I rolling to assist?
Okay, go ahead.
And what am I rolling in general?
All right, so let's see. So Sosa, to assist, go ahead and roll for me. Gonna say this is gonna be a daring engineering, but you can apply your focus of photonic.
Okay. That's one basic success.
Still something
It's still something.
that will reduce the threshold that they need to hit.
Okay. All right.
And-
So what do Castrum and I roll?
So you get down into the bowels of the torpedo delivery system, and yes, you are able to see that the hull isn't buckling, but it is warping, and that has caused one of the torpedo arrays to be misaligned, and it's honestly pretty much gonna be a matter of basically like reshaping the metal, just old school, just doing something to soften the metal and then just kicking it a bunch.
That's great. Okay.
So I guess here's the question of who's waving a light at the metal and who's kicking it.
I have a fitness of 10, so
You are better suited for the physical attributes of this job.
yeah.
All right. To Castrum, using a molecular torch.
Heat gun.
Yeah, molecular torch. What I said. Yeah. Go ahead and this will be a control engineering.
Just imagining like this happening with basically a heat gun and a glue gun and being like, good enough.
Yep. Metal dice, man. Ooh,
That's
hello,
double
Raiders.
ones.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh,
JT, I love you.
Hello, Raiders. we are
hello,
Raiders.
Raiders.
we are
We-
fighting gravity.
Yes. We are in the final session of our Star Trek Adventures games. They are nearly getting drowned in a gravity well while they're being shot
Fine.
at, while
It's
they're
fine.
trying to zip around a supernova, the supernova that used to be Romulus, and they're also trying to repair a torpedo tube by kicking it. There's a lot going on, and so currently, JT, that I hear currently, you've got double ones.
Correct.
Cool. That is in this system. That is good, actually.
Snake
That's very good.
eyes.
That's
so
double
good.
crit, actually.
Okay.
So that'll be very good. Go ahead, Vimes, and roll me a fitness engineering. Some applied engineering, let's call
That's
it.
an 11 I gotta get under. Okay, let's find out if we can do this.
Kick it real good.
Oh, shit. Okay. How many momentum do we have left?
You have 4 momentum left in the pool.
I'm gonna burn one because I rolled a 3 and an 18.
Real gamblers stay winning.
I'm doing all I can.
I will say, hey,
Holy shit.
if anyone wants to give the crew more momentum, it is $5 to a good cause, the charity. I have 0 qualms about holding my PCs hostage for charity.
We
I
are.
got a 10. I got a 10.
I'll stop doing it as soon as it stops working.
It's 10 under 11, though, right? So
Yep.
it counts.
Yep, it sure is. I got a 3 and a 10. That
Okay, cool.
counts.
That is a total of
Yay!
6 successes. What does this look like?
Oh, what does it look like? Oh, Vimes is Romulan and therefore a little stronger than your average human. And so like there's literally like application of the molecular. What'd you call it? A molecular.
A molecular torch. Yeah.
A molecular torch.
It's a molecular agitator.
Yeah.
The official.
Yeah, and so then Vimes is literally like got like welder's gloves on and is just pulling and shaping and like and pulling any pry bars or anything around and just literally knocking things back into place while not burning our hands. Fire safety, everybody.
Safety first.
You do got to kick it at least once.
Safety
Yes,
first.
I think the final, like after like maybe a full 60 seconds of this, I like Vimes finally just loses her temper and reaches up and like kicks it Sparta style and then just lines it just the millimeter that she needed.
Yeah, and that works. And up on the bridge, Bard, you hear from the station, the tactical station behind you. It appears the malfunctioning torpedo array is back online, number 1.
Excellent, Captain. Would you like to do the honors?
As you turn around and Selleck in Hawaiian shirt has at some point snuck in and manned the tactical station.
We love Space Dad. We love Space Dad.
Captain.
Captain. Yeah, I will give him the go ahead to fire the torpedo to give us that little bit that we need while I try to wrench us back in line to complete our maneuver.
Okay. Well, here, let me roll for Selleck here.
Roll for Papa.
Ship Dad.
Ship Dad. Papa.
Okay, do you guys mind if I use a momentum?
For
No.
Selleck? Please do. Please.
Feel free.
We want to live.
Okay,
live.
there we go. Okay, that's better. Okay.
What was it at?
There was a crit fail in there, and I was like, no.
Was it the same dice as before? You gotta take those away.
I think it was actually. So note to self.
Don't roll that for us again.
This is a D&D dice. Cool.
Yep. This game is a great way to weed those out. You're
Yep,
like,
it's true.
Correct.
And now go ahead, and Bard, go ahead and give me a daring con.
Yep. So that is under 12. I will take 1 momentum because that's a 10 and a 15.
Right? We got down
Oh,
to-
yes.
yeah, there's 1 momentum remaining.
So that is a 5, so a 10 and a 5. Succeed. Do I need to use that last momentum to get us there?
You do not.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, go ahead and tell me initially what this looks like. I'll add a little embellishment on the end, but then Bard, start us off. What does this look like?
Yeah. So I think after give Selleck the okay, he turn around, he fires it off, and I think Nico kind of is like half leaning over Brannigan's chair at this point because they are manning some of the other sensors while this is going on. And I think at just like they punch it in and then they just like reach over and they push down on the side of his arm to like jerk the wheel at the right angle and is like and resume warp.
And indeed, you are able to fire another spread of torpedoes that gives you the explosive shockwave that you need to help recorrect your trajectory to get you on an escape vector. The second spread similarly throws off the return fire of the Defiant vessel, which leads them to attempt to get in closer to try and finish the job. Closer than they should, as you go to warp and the backwash that this causes in the plasma of the supernova destroys them.
Yes.
And you are at warp. You are going home.
The voyage home.
The voyage home after we slingshot around the supernova sun.
It's a good
I have
movie.
been sitting on that the whole episode.
Good, as you should, because it's the best Star Trek movie.
It is.
I
It's been
just
a
saw
long
it.
road, guys. Getting from there to here.
Yeah.
I know what I named the episode.
I know. I saw that earlier and I was like, God damn it.
And
And we do what we
We-
promised.
we are going to take a deep breath. You guys get home. And we are going to pick up another couple of weeks later. The Gallant is once again moored at Starbase 1, finishing up some needed repairs.
Engineer working on it, be like, man, it's like they fucking pitched this into place. What the hell?
Why is the frame so warped all over this fucking ship?
But like Osette is just looking down and just going like, I'm gonna kill her.
But did we die, Osset? But did we die?
But are we dead?
And
Laid hands on my beautiful baby.
I literally kicked the beautiful baby into submission.
things are much calmer, though somewhat uncertain. You have officially been cleared of all charges. It has been determined that the orders given for Shinar to commandeer the ship were illegal, and you were not bound to follow them. The charges against Brannigan have also been dropped, as it was determined that the evidence against him was obtained illegally. Now, this hasn't changed the fact that Brannigan has been openly accused of being an augment. A lot of officers have been accused of having secretly been augments. And their ultimate fate remains unclear. Nevertheless, at least those aboard the Gallant have resolved to stay. To prove to whoever it needs proving to that they belong here. That includes newly minted Commander Brannigan.
Woohoo!
He got a promotion.
Commander Brannigan has also recently been promoted to First Officer of the Gallant.
Who's my
You may be asking, the Gallant already has a First Officer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Captain Selleck has opted to remain in the Sol system to
Yep.
assist with the ongoing investigation into Section 31's activities. And in his absence, First Officer Nico Bard has been promoted to Captain. And that is more or less where we pick up here on the transporter pad of the Gallant. Commander Selleck, Commander, what am I? Captain Selleck. Captain Selleck is standing on the pad, getting ready to give the order to energize, when he is interrupted by the opening of the door. And all of you walk in. Because
Hi!
you found out that Selleck was trying to sneak off the ship.
Where are you going?
I think Vimes had alerts set up like, no.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Selleck sort of glares over at Ensign Hope over on the transporter, the transporter controls, and just sort of mutters, "You told."
Didn't need to.
But also, yes, I did get a text.
I just had the confirming information to back it up.
I did not wish to overburden you with a lengthy goodbye.
Captain, quit being so fucking Vulcan.
I will find that challenging.
It doesn't have to be a lengthy goodbye, but it should still be a goodbye, Captain.
Very well. I will miss serving with all of you. It was once said to me by the Gallant's former captain before he disembarked that a good captain is loved by their crew. A great one loves their crew. And to the extent that it is possible for me, I can say emphatically, I love all of you.
Oh. We love you too. And you are welcome on the Gallant anytime you choose. It has been an honor serving with you, sir.
I should hope so. And I would very much like to see that there are no Roctagino stains on my chair when I get back.
We will do our best.
I've already sent a comprehensive list of everybody I believe has been aiding Section 31. I've had a couple of weeks to think about it. Castrum helped.
Yes, and if you see Castrum around the base, please tell them that they are also welcome to come join us on the Gallant if they would like to visit Burr.
I will certainly do so, and my congratulations to Lieutenant Commander Burr on their recent reassignment to the Gallant.
I'm going to train them to be an excellent security chief.
Oh, do we have our eyes on promotion?
Well, you are being reassigned, so my future in Starfleet suddenly looks brighter, Captain.
But for now, I'm keeping her. I need you to train your replacement before you can just go off without us.
if there is anyone who can soften the lieutenant commander's rough, if endearing edges, it is you.
You all say that as if I don't play up this act.
Yeah, but it's fun this way.
It's very fun.
Lieutenant Commander Sosa, keep an eye on them for me, would you?
Oh, I've been doing that the whole time. It's my longest running science experiment is their behavior, honestly.
That's why you're the only one I trust with this. And with that, I think I've drawn this out quite long enough. Thank you all. Energize.
Go.
And I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and end it. I think that's where I think that's where we're gonna call it for Star Trek Gallant. Did everybody have a good time?
Yes.
Did everyone have a
A
good
little
time in
bummed
space?
we didn't end up as vigilante privateers, but I guess it's
That also would have been
okay
cool.
that we didn't have
yeah.
charges brought against us. Like, I guess
Look.
that's fine.
We still have the option, especially now that there are no charges. We still have the option when they get around. Here's the thing: when they get around to decommissioning the Gallant, because she is old and they will do it.
Mm-hmm.
We then just take the Gallant and become space doctors without borders, but we have a gun.
Of the many nights that we have been in dock, like, I'm pretty sure Vimes has been pitching, like, our backup plan is, like, we just take every augmented officer and we go start our own Starfleet.
Hell yeah.
With that, let's go ahead and have everybody do their plugs and their outros, starting, of course, with Cass.
Okay, because I feel like it will come up if I don't say it on stream. I think as soon as we cleared the supernova and we're back in warp, Vimes came up the elevator and just laid one on Brannigan, like that was excellent piloting, and then went back and took her station over.
Good.
So do with that what you will.
We love to see
it. I don't know what's gonna happen with those two. Maybe season 2. Anyway, where will I be? I will be back on your screens on Sunday for Sundered Skies over on Tales from the Table Studios, our Fabula Ultima game. Yeah, still dealing with being booped by 2 gods and the sky cracking, and now we gotta go hunt down a god. It's fine. And then on Tuesday, you will see me and JT again because I am running table 1 of our Sentai and Sensibility game, Knights of Magic and Mystery. And we woke up one of the players from their Technicolor Nightmare. It was pretty freaking awesome. The whole cast cooked. I was very proud of them and excited. And table 2 actually airs on Friday with dealing with more ramifications of our actions 80 years in the future. And then on Thursday next week, you will find me again with JT for God Complex or Go by Moonlight game over on Entropy Emporium. Oh, before I forget, Sometimes Visibility, the game is also on Tales from the Table Studios. So both tables are there. But yeah, that's where you will find me for the next little bit, is doing those 3 games. More things coming down the pipeline. So.
Extremely cool. And Julia?
Hi there, I'm Julia. You can find me at HexWhat on all social media platforms. Tonight I have been Captain Nico Bard. It's been a great time. I've absolutely enjoyed every little bit of this. I am going to be back. I should be back, I should say. We're waiting to hear confirmation from one of our players, but I should be back on Saturday for our Saturday morning cartoon slot of Class Reunion, where we are playing D&D. I'll be playing Kelly Violet. We are on our way. We are on our way to go try to kill a god. It's something that we do. every other Wednesday, I'm around for Academy H, which is our Masked Actual Play podcast, where I play Lyra Kroll. She is no longer the squad leader. You'd think that would make things easier for her, but I don't think it's gonna. Every other Tuesday, I'm here as Eve Vey in Sayer House 6, our Monster of the Week campaign. And then every other Thursday, in Never Ember's Enigma, I am playing Lavinia Hale. Remember that ACAB does include Lavinia Hale. And that is all I have.
And Rouge.
Hello, I am Rouge. I have been Lieutenant Commander So Serene, and this was it. This was the only game I was in online these days. So you can't find me anywhere except if you follow me on my personal Instagram, which is Pirate Rouge, all together. My Extra Life team is gearing up ahead of Game Day, which is in roughly a month. And we will be raising money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So if you follow me on my Instagram, I will be posting there as we gear up with whatever streaming we end up doing for that. Also, if you haven't already joined the Live from the Apocalypse Discord, first Monday of every month, I host our community night there, which ends up almost always being a movie double feature where everyone watches it together and we heckle it together. And this coming Monday will be our next community night. So you should hop in the Discord and plan on joining us for this upcoming community night. And that's it for me.
And of course, our lovely, lovely guest, JT.
Hello. I'm JT. I was Castrum, Commander Castrum. You can find me all over the internet at WeebJeet and at Entropy Emporium. I have an actual play channel. We play a variety of silly little games over there. We've got some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline, but you can find me, as Cass mentioned, next Tuesday and next Thursday on Tales from the Table and Entropy Emporium, respectively, playing the two saddest guys there ever were. Tuesday especially, rock bottom with his shovel. That's where that guy is at. It's not good. And then Thursday, they are playing a time traveler stuck in a time loop who is on a sort of manic backswing after finding out that they are responsible for some things that they did not want to be responsible for. You can also find me every other Friday, including maybe next Friday, doing our 5e homebrew game on Entropy Emporium called Weird Wilds War. I run that one. And then every other Saturday, I will be running a battle manga inspired actual play called Star Shard during the day, which has been some of the best theatrics I have seen in the TTRPG space. Our tech producer Harper has done a magnificent job with the overlay. It is fully animated and automated, and we can track damage with health bars. The characters have health bars, and they move up and down. It's so awesome. I'll never stop gushing about that show. I got all the really cool stuff coming as well. So keep an eye out on socials for some Entropy Emporium news and maybe some news somewhere else, maybe? I won't say which yet because I don't know what the rules are, but it's very cool and I'm very excited about it. But that's me.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely cool. And then, of course, hi, I, as ever, am Brendan, your storyteller, playing every other sentient being in the universe. God, it's exhausting. When I am not every other sentient being in the universe. I am also in Academy H, our Masked Actual Play podcast, every other Sunday. Yeah, I play Alex Sandowski, aka Victory, who is the leader now. That's my feelings on that. Also, I am the storyteller for Cryptid Community College, our Monster of the Week actual play podcast that is in between seasons right now, but we are releasing our fully edited episodes every other Sunday. We should have some episodes coming down the pipe just in time for spooky season. And yeah, that's all I'm doing on the channel right now as I'm wrapping up Star Trek Gallant. There are a couple other things in the pipeline. That probably now that I'm able to devote some more focus to planning those, probably will be hearing more about those in the near future. So don't go away. We're going to be raiding some folks here. Anybody have any raid suggestions? What are we thinking? Who's online?
Let's see here.
Who's still on?
I'm clicking through the people I have that are still on. So many people are just playing video games tonight. So
No TTRPGers.
seeing what.
Oh wait, hang on. I have I see a channel that is playing a game called Power Rangers Cosmic Storm. We love the Power Rangers actual play.
Yes.
I don't
Get
know
'em.
them. That's what a Legendary Action Official. Does that sound good? Yeah, we'll raid them. That
Get
sounds
'em.
pretty cool. Don't go anywhere. Watch people play some Power Rangers and tell them LFTA sent you. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night, everybody. It's
everybody.
spooky season.
Tis the first day.